Overlord might be done, but that doesn't save us from the extras. And of course, there is going to be a collection of mini chibi experiences to tag along with the episodes. Maybe should have been watching them after the episodes themselves to get more of a context and not forget as much as what happened. But it is what it is, so hopefully you enjoy. And let's see what escapades happened off screen in Season 3. Starting off with him in true despair. It's always great. Okay, now, I like the whole play on the overplayed emphasis and moving yourself around. Oh, look how awesome we look, but why? Solution. I can't remember her seeing anything like this, or why she would have got the idea. The spell gets stronger if you overexert yourself. And then there's one that just isn't quite in time with the others. Yeah, you might want to nip that in the bud. But if it makes them happy... Yeah, that... Okay, that explains it. It wasn't Ainz though, was it? So... If it wasn't for Pandora's actor... Huh? Oh no, not shot. Out of everyone, then maybe I would say that... Huh? I would say that Shaltir would be one to act like this. Oh, the punishment. I didn't know Shaft animated this. I mean, if nothing else, we know for a fact that all denizens of Nazarick are very adamant on gaining Ainz's approval. And did he sing? Did Pandora's actor sing Greater Teleportation? I can't remember. Oh no. It's definitely going to... Someone acknowledged it! But to be fair, he made Pandora's actor, didn't he? So, at some point, he obviously thought that that was cool. So... just play along for now. Don't make it odd. Please don't. Well, At least there'll be one that might not play along. I think I remember those. Are they vampires that are under Shaltir's command or Albedo's? I can't remember now. I'm confusing myself, but can you stop doing it in the background? You're distracting. Oh, it's not good enough for his eyes to gaze upon. And, well, just telling them all that it was Pandora's actor, I can't really see anything bad coming of it. You can use it as a teaching moment, can't you? Is that? Yeah, I was about to say that isn't really an abbreviation. Mm. Well, if nothing else, she's excitable. I wonder if anyone other than Aura is going to resist the urge of doing these actions. Hmm. Ah, he has delusions of grandeur. I'm surprised that he hasn't caused some bigger issues if he's been talking like that, yeah. You don't even get speaking roles. I don't think you need to do, yeah, those kind of actions just through normal speech, though, do you? Hmm. Oh, not Sebas as well. Leave him out of this. So far, he's rather reserved, keeping his usual prestige and dignity. It's not rebellion. He was kind of using him as. Oh. Huh? I mean. They have a funny sense of what's cool, don't they? Yep. And he seems more into it than anyone else. Is he noticed? So Demiurge is on the outside and has been escaping this latest boon, I guess. Marley. Are you doing it as well? No, Sebas. Bad. But his character is so reserved that he can't even pretend to himself of doing exaggerated movements. Is Ainz going to actually tell them at some point that it was Pandora's actor? The thing is, at this point, not even those, but if he tells them that it was Pandora's actor and not him, how will they react? Hamster dude? Not as you as well. Well, that and the fact he's a giant hamster. Go for it. How is that exactly going to help you in a fight, though? And pounce, nice. Magnificent. Maybe not quite as effective as if he was a hedgehog or an armadillo, but... Oh, the Death Knight really wants to participate. Go for it as well. Not as annoying, perhaps, because he doesn't speak, but... Like Marley, Kukoctus can't reenact the movements as well. He is due to himself being rather reserved. He just came out and said it this time. Well done, Ainz. It seems like these kind of situations can be avoided just with a little explanation. Why is it always so difficult? Oh, Kukoctus. Oh no. It was very cool, but nowhere near worthy of the esteem of a true ruler. Absolute ruler. Basically what I said, but with flashier words. I didn't see it that way, though. If he was the one that created Pandora's actor, then anything Pandora's actor did would be seen as good as well. Again? He's having a talking to. It's good that during the times of war and taking over the country and the world, he has to worry about internal struggles like this. He doesn't even see what he did. Yeah, and don't wiggle while you do that. Really? Is this when he's alone and no one's watching? Like these personal eccentricities that he doesn't notice? Or is that just how Pandora's actor sees it? Take your time. He has to fix things. Yes. Squeaky hammer? Oh, it's just like the naming conventions of the Rika, isn't it? Schwarzschild Mark II. Smack. It doesn't work! Yeah, that's his resting. That's his resting energy, so yeah, it's not really gonna do much. Oh, that worked. Why were those two so easy to calm? Okay. So you're playing to trap and a world item just to calm down people acting like you'd use a world item. Yeah, and there's no need to be so underhanded about it, I guess. Yep, just come here, smack. That's all you need. Tried it for once, but no. No, no! Uh, Why is the Death Knight there? Please say it worked. She looked far too happy about receiving that. Source straight to the problem straight away, as expected of Demiurge. True, confusing Pandora's actor for Ainz. They'll probably beat themselves up a little bit for that, but Once again, it was an all elaborate plan that Ainz had come up with. I mean, it was slightly reserved. Yeah, shut up. I'm not entirely sure which would be worse. Having an action from your past kind of brought up and everyone reenacting it as a sense of endearment towards you, or having something attributed to you where everyone acts as a sense of endearment, but you had nothing to do with it, and it's now attached to your name. Yeah, it's definitely someone else doing it would be worse. At least I could own the fact if I was the one acting in those ways. If nothing else, this was just a fun, stupid little experience, I guess, where the loyalty and adoration of Ainz from the all of the denizens of Nazarick was once again quite clearly shown for what it is. And it obviously stemming from the episode where Sebas was ordered to strike down his rescued maid. There are episodes of Overlord that I am definitely going to remember for quite some time, for various reasons. And even through the loss of lots of humanity throughout this season, throughout this show, sometimes there are elements of joy to be found. But I will say, if you've reached this far into the video, you will know that something new has to come up, and that this OVA has somewhat tied in quite nicely. Because, well, it's kind of like the same art style. That's enough hints. You can guess what it is. If you want to stick around for that. If you want to make sure that you don't miss it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you comment down below and like the video, it definitely gives me a bit of a boon myself. And please, don't overwork yourself. Get some rest. I'll see you in the next one.